This 6-step process will immediately shift your money mindset. Hey guys, I'm Liz and welcome back to Mindfully Inspired. This entire channel is dedicated to helping you feel amazing. And in this video, I am sharing with you a very strategic and extremely effective 6-step process to shift your money mindset. So at the end of this video, I really want to hear from you. What shifted for you in this video? Or if you have a hot tip, something that you do to shift your money mindset, share that in the comment section down below. You never know who you might be helping with your hot tip as well. At the end of this video, I am also going to drop you guys some next steps. I really don't want this to be a YouTube video that you watch one time. You might have got some great ideas, but you didn't really do anything about it or act on it. So I have some homework for you that you are going to love, that's going to layer into this, that's gonna add onto this, I promise. And it's really gonna double down on you shifting that money mindset. But let's start with number 1, the first step in this process. First step is to uncover your limiting beliefs around money, and how you're going to do that is just listening to what you are saying. Let me give you a story of my girlfriend to kind of explain what I mean. So I have this good girlfriend and she is doing amazing with her online business. She's getting clients, she's making money, she's really getting all the results that she wants, but she just can't hang on to that money. And whenever I talk to her, she's like, I'm making money, but I'm spending it all the time. I'm always spending all the money that I'm making. I can't make any money. And I was like, can we just talk about what you just said? Because you are making money, and I know you're making money, and it's amazing, but you just said, I can't keep any of the money because I keep spending it. I'm always spending money. I'm spending all the money I make. So these are sort of the limiting beliefs that I want you to catch yourself saying. And the easiest way to do that is every single time you hear yourself say something about money, find a way to make note of that. Whether you make note of it in your cell phone, or whether you write it down in a notebook that you carry, or even you just like think about it at the end of your day. Somehow find a way to write down every time you use the word money in a sentence, what did you say? And you're gonna catch yourself saying things probably similar to, oh, well, I don't have the money to go to that event, or I don't wanna buy that, it's too expensive, or I wish I could save more money, I never have enough money at the end of the month. You're going to start catching what you're saying about money, and that's going to actually define your specific limiting beliefs around money. And that's where I hope this video really causes change for you in a way that a lot of YouTube videos about money mindset don't. We're going to unblock your specific abundance blocks. We have to know what those specific abundance blocks are. I'm gonna be totally transparent with you. And one of the things that I was always saying is, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. And well, I could give away the whole bag of that, but just keep waiting in this video. And I'm going to tell you my own personal story and what I uncovered about money that was holding me back in showing up to my life in a bigger way. Let's move on to step 2. So once you've really gotten clear on what you're saying about money, what your limiting beliefs are about money, I want you to do this one simple thing. We're gonna say, I'm really curious. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying these things about money? Just start asking yourself why. So for me, I told you it was, I can't afford that. I can't afford that. That's too expensive for me. I can't afford it. That's not for me. That's not for me. That's not for me. You're probably starting to notice a pattern in my limiting belief. And it was this idea that it wasn't for me. When I sat back and thought, I wonder why I think that expensive things or things that maybe cost a little bit more money are not for me. Why? Why do I equate spending money on something as not being for me? And I started to realize that I was carrying on a story that happened from my childhood, as all good limiting beliefs start, and having a single mom. And living this truth that I would look at other kids who maybe had 2-parent families and got to go to all the summer camps and, you know, have all the nice things. And I had a single mom who was the best single mom ever, but only had one income. So really, a lot of things weren't for me. I was able to identify that, work through that, and remove that as a limiting belief. So I want you to feel super empowered with this whole conversation. You have now looked at what your specific money blocks are, and now you have gotten really curious about, maybe why am I carrying around this story about money? I want to give you a totally different example, but I want to share it with you because it is something that is super popular. A lot of times people, when they write out their, their words or their statements around money, they can come up with statements like, that's too expensive for me. She has expensive taste. Now, in both of those statements, we're making expensive a bad thing. We're solidifying that that's too expensive for me, or that's too rich for my blood. And we are also sort of thinking a negative thought about somebody who can have it. Ugh, she has expensive taste. I'm not like that. These are these sort of like limiting belief statements where what we're reinforcing in our energy system and really in our belief system is that something is too much for us, that's just not available to us, and somebody who it is available for is somehow a bad person because they want it. To make that even more granular, we're telling our subconscious mind the feeling that is attached to money. Feeling is the secret. Neville Goddard, I did a whole video on it. I will link it down below in the description box. We are telling our whole entire subconscious mind and truly wiring our nervous system that something is too rich for us, that we can't have the money, and that having the money somehow means we're a bad person. And step 3, where did that come from? So somewhere along our life journey, you're going to notice that you have these beliefs around money and it came from somewhere. So that's the step I want you to take, is ask yourself, where did that come from? Maybe you had a family member who had a habit of saying things about people with nice cars while you were riding in the passenger seat, or maybe it's just an impression that was left upon you from a place that you worked or a friend that you had. Really, I want you to unpack, where did these beliefs actually come from for you? And the next step is it true? Are these beliefs true? So for me, with the low income story, and really genuinely that being the truth of my upbringing, was that true now? Was adult me actually living that truth now? No, I wasn't. That was no longer true for me. So as soon as I was able to empower myself by knowing what's true and what's not true, I was able to take ownership for how I started to feel about my money and how I was in control of how I spend, save, and earn my money. And some of those old beliefs weren't really true. A common one, as you all know, of course, the person with the luxury car cut me off in traffic. If we're equating that people who have lots of money do bad things, sure. There's people out there who have lots of money that do bad things. There's people out there that have lots of money that do good things. Is it true for you? Is it true for you that you're gonna be a bad person if you have a lot of money? Or another big money block is exactly the story with my girlfriend. All the money I make, I'm just spending. This makes no sense. So we had to recreate a story of what's true for her, and we were able to change the dialogue. So it wasn't really true that she was just spending money all the time. She was actually spending and saving in ways that felt good to her. And the funniest part of this story is, as soon as we went through that experience with her, she ended up getting a yes to a $1,000 gig that same day. Step 5 is proving what is a lie. So just like you're asking yourself, are all of these things true? Now I want you to again double down on what you know to be true by writing a list of what's a lie. One of my favorite things to prove is a lie is if I have lots of money, I'll be a bad person. That is a lie. I am a good person who will do good things with money. Another lie could be, I always make bad decisions with my money and it's gone before the end of the week. Well, is that actually true? Or did you actually spend some of that money on your home? Did you spend that money buying groceries for you and your family? Did you spend that money putting gas in your car so you can go back and forth to work and do things that you enjoy? So it's a lie that you're bad with money. It's true that you're investing in your lifestyle. And really what we're trying to do is just create that feeling shift in you in how you feel about money and what the story is you're telling about money. And the very last step, step 6, is my favorite. Oh, it's so good. It really just anchors in everything. And it's simply asking yourself the question, what do I choose to believe now? One of the beliefs I choose to believe about money is every time I spend money, it comes back to me doubled. And let me tell you how much fun it was taking my kids out to buy some new things. And as I swiped that credit card, I knew that I had just earned double of what I had spent because I had actually just gotten an invoice paid and it was actually double what I had spent, and it all kind of happened at the same time. And I was like, wow, drop me down some of your beliefs. Like, oh my God, we can have so much fun in the comment section, you guys, like dropping what we choose to believe now about money. I have 2 things that are going to help you. I have made a short affirmation video that is a whole bunch of money affirmations that really support everything we've talked about in this video. It's super short and you can listen to that. Or I have the same money affirmation but subliminally in a longer video. It's 1 hour long. So if you listen to that for an hour, grab your journal, grab a cup of tea and go through these 6-step processes, you are not only doing the 6 steps, but you're actually reaffirming with your subconscious mind about the money mindset affirmations. Thanks for hanging out and I'll see you soon.